Chef Buff Army, we're getting profound today because I'm going to talk about eliminating all the excuses you have about yourself. All those stories, those narrative fallacies that we come up about ourselves that we choose to define us. I'm going to tell you today that you should let them go. If you want to achieve and be who you want to be, your fully actualized self, you got to learn to do away with all that shit that you built up over the last several years. What the hell am I talking about? I'm talking about this. I get a lot of questions from a lot of fans, and some of them will say, I can't do this because of that. You know, I would really love to train, but I can't get motivated to train. I'd really love to do this, but I'm scared what other people will think. I would love to do this, but oh, I got a knee problem. Well, it's not really a problem, but sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know if I should do this. Should I do this? We come up with these excuses. The problem with those excuses, however, is that we let them define us. We become Joe who can't squat. I can't squat because, you know, one time I did it and I farted, so I'm not going to squat again. If you don't believe me, think about yourself. Think about the lies that you'll tell yourself over time. Convince yourself that you're less than what you are. You know, I can't lift this weight. I see this most commonly, and I see this all too often, far too often, fuck that up, when I'll see people lift weight near maximal effort and they'll get scared because they're psyching themselves out. They have this story about themselves. I can't do this. I can't do this, right? The weight remains the same no matter what. 200 pounds will always be 200 pounds. It's you who is different or who will be different whether you choose to overcome that weight on that day and lift it or not. You're the person that gets called to respond to this, called to action. You have to lift the weight. So all these little stories, all these little lies that we tell ourselves, they build up over time. Then we let them define us. And what ends up happening is we never really fulfill the goals that we have. I'll share with you some of the lies that I told myself. The biggest one that comes to mind immediately is I stopped training squats or my legs. This is several years ago because I didn't want them to get too big. That was a lie I told myself. I could have easily changed my training parameters. You know, chose to squat with fewer reps and a higher load. But at the time, I was a model. I was expected to be a certain proportion. My legs were already jacked. I got great glutes and great legs. And I thought to myself, you know what? I don't want them to get any bigger, therefore I shouldn't squat. It was a really, really dumb lie. You could see this when I tell you this. Immediately you think that makes no sense. But these lies that we tell ourselves, they sound very convincing. But we choose to be gullible and we choose to believe them. That's why you have to start doing the reverse. Start telling yourself the truth. Because remember, you've developed this story for yourself and you love the story. You're going to hold on to it. You're going to try and make it as real as possible. So if you think you're a failure, you're going to do everything in your life to make sure that you are a failure, confirming what you think. You're projecting your thoughts. So if you think that, you know, you'll never be able to bench this amount of weight, as long as it's reasonable. I'm not saying, hey guys, you want to bench press 500 pounds, it's all in your head, you're just psyching yourself up, go out and rip it up. I'm not saying that. Studies have actually found that being more motivated is conducive towards getting results. In other words, just by being happy, by having a positive self-image, by not convincing yourself that you're a sack of shit, you'll perform better in the gym and you'll look better. And this video might not apply to every single person, but for those individuals that have beaten themselves up over the last couple years and convincing themselves that they're no good, stop doing that. You gotta let it go. You gotta let your old self go to become the new person you want to be. That's what I had to say in the video. Don't look for excuses because there are none. Don't wait for success. Instead, choose to take success. I want to hear from my subscribers. What are some of the lies? I just told you one of mine. What are some of the lies that you've told yourself in the past? Post in the comment section below. And Chef Buff Army, thanks for watching my videos. Make sure as always to like, share with friends, and subscribe. I will be seeing you guys in the next video.